What is up, everybody? We are live. I know a lot of you guys are going to watch this later on instead of watching it live, so just give me a few minutes here. I wanted to start it early, just make sure that the camera is okay. It's the first time, so yeah. Just give me a few minutes and we'll get rolling. Definitely need it replaced on that. Yikes. This little guy's one of my favorite saws. This is a Husqvarna 350. It's an older saw, but it does such a good job. Power to weight ratio, 18-inch bar. It's not heavy. It's a real light saw. It's, it's a homeowner saw, but I do enjoy it. My cousin and I love these little 350s. Very impressive for what they are. I am going to go ahead and do a compression test. Why not? While we're waiting on people to get in here, might as well. So we just hook up our compression tester here and yeah, give her a little rip, hold the throttle wide open, get as much air in there as you can. This thing's gonna bounce all over the place. Not terrible. Not too bad. With a decompression, 30 pounds, I'm happy with that. I bought this saw used, so I don't have any history with it or anything, but it's been a good one. A new spark plug. Actually, I always like to make sure these caps are tight. Basically what I'm doing here is holding it wide open and I'm moving the handle to see how much it opens the throttle. I don't like it to move much more than like 1/8 of an inch, which we're good. Thing's dirty as all get out. Yeah, I accidentally bumped the decompression. I don't really like doing a standard compression test with that activated, but I can't get it to pop out unless I actually start it. So it is what it is. If any of you have had any of these small Husqvarnas and you run them in the summertime or like a hot day or like a warm day, you'll know all too well about this little guy right here. Fuel tank vent. Real bummer. Leaks gas. So, we got a new one of those put in. I don't know if you can see it. See it back in there. Yeah. So, we got that taken care of. That was the biggest problem. Awesome little saw, though. Not really today's topic, but it's here and I am too, so might as well. So like I said, I know a lot of you guys are going to watch this after the fact. So I wanted just to thank everybody for all the subscribers. YouTube has certain criteria that you have to hit in order to go live, which is the biggest thing is 50 subscribers. So we hit that pretty quick. In the last 28 days, we have had 54 subscribers, 26.3 thousand views, 156 hours of watch time just in the last 28 days. So pretty happy with that. Thanks, guys. So get your beverage. As people are coming in here, I know I'm early. Again, I just wanted to thank everybody and hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. We did get a little bit of wood cut today. My wife and youngest daughter helped out. That was awesome. It was fun. Realized just how out of shape I am. It's the first time I've cut this year. So, yeah. I'm already feeling it. And I go back to work tomorrow. So, yeah. Be a long day getting back in the swing of things and being sore all at the same time. Gotta love that. Yeah. So this saw, like I said, I got it used. It's definitely a good running little saw. Pretty happy with that. But it needed a little bit of love. Just like they all do. So just doing a little tune-up. Plug, get it cleaned, get it ready to go for the year. I got 3 new chains coming for it. So, yeah. Hopefully the audio's okay. I do plan on using a GoPro for my lives. I'm just using my phone tonight. Yep. Cut a bunch of cherry today. It's beautiful. I'm actually burning some right now. Got a big fire going. Midwest is super cold right now. Looks like the next 10-day forecast, not much is going to change. So, thankful to have some firewood. Real interesting thing I had to deal with last week. Went to get a town to get a haircut, and my wife asked me to drive her truck, get gas in it while I was in town, and put gas in it, went over to Great Clips to get my hair cut. The daggone thing would not start when I left or went to leave. So my haircut cost me $300. It's pretty awesome. Ended up needing a starter. So it's been giving us fits for a while, and we thought it was something to do with the battery or the lights draining the battery or something. And nope, ended up being the starter. So that really sucked. Oh, yeah. But can't really complain too much. It's a 2019 with about 100,000 miles on it. And we're, knock on wood, haven't had any major problems. Hopefully it stays that way. Definitely put the wrong one in there. Hasn't been. Oh yeah. There we go. You guys hear me okay? I tell you what, this is a ripping little saw though. It's got the exhaust mod. That's about it. Little 18-inch bar. It's so light. I mean, it is a homeowner saw. It's nothing fancy, but in my opinion, and I believe my cousins as well, it's an awesome saw. Lots of torque for what it is. So, and that's the name of the game when it comes to pulling a sharp chain. Anyway. So yeah, I wanted to thank everybody for being here. I know a lot of you guys are going to watch this after the fact, like I said earlier, and that's totally cool. But I just wanted to thank everybody. I mean, in my opinion, 26,000 views in 28 days, that's crazy. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Anybody participate in any of the Black Friday stuff? It's crazy. Crazy around here. I don't live far from a shopping mall, so it's always nuts. Thanksgiving weekend. if you guys would be so kind, go follow my wife's page too. It's Wildwood Farm and Bakes. I'm not sure if the capitals matter, but that's how it does pull up. So if you have a hard time finding it, Wildwood Farm and Bakes. Check it out. That's my wife's page, or YouTube channel. She's on all the social medias too. Check it out. Toolbox talk, like this plan, this whole idea that I have is just, you know, I don't go to bars. I don't go out with my friends, ask any of them. I'm kind of a homebody. So this is kind of my way to socialize a little bit, talk about business, ventures, talk about projects, everybody just to kind of come together, hang out, have a beverage, you know, talk around the toolbox. Kind of started my adult working career in a dealer setting, so I'm kind of used to, you know, starting off my day with leaning up against the toolbox and talking about the day and what's coming and what you ate for dinner last night that was so good, stuff like that. So this is just laid back, nothing crazy, obviously. We got some pretty cool projects coming to this channel I'm excited about. We actually have 2 project cars. Not to mention all the housework. Yep, that's going to be fun. Last year over Christmas break, I stripped or gutted basically my whole kitchen. Redid my kitchen. So this year, hopefully, we'll be taking on the living room and the hallway. Get all the flooring done. I'm actually going to add a wall. My living room is kind of deep. It's kind of weird shaped. So I'm going to add a wall and build a little office space so I can edit my videos and do stuff like that. I've never had an office. So that's kind of the idea behind that. Yep, that's Christmas break projects. So I think I'm going to end up with about, I don't know, 10 days to do that stuff. So I'll share some of that. Mostly with this channel though, it's about how-to videos, DIY stuff, engine building projects. The 2 project cars are going to bring a lot of content. Obviously day in the life stuff. Nothing too personal, but just general stuff from here, from time to time, here and there. Yep. Interested to see what you guys think about the small block Chevy videos that I have going on my playlist. It's it was a fun project for a great guy too. The projects are usually all fun, but not always for great guys. A lot of you mechanics and technicians out there will know what I mean by that. But I enjoy doing this stuff. I mean, I've learned so much off of YouTube. I know guys kind of balk at the fact that guys can watch a YouTube video and do a project that they've never done before, and I think it's cool. And I enjoy sharing, what little I know about so many different things. So that's kind of, it's kind of what inspired this. Usually in the wintertime, I'm cutting a ton of firewood. My cousin and I think we did over 120 cord last couple winters. And my back's not really taking that. So this is just a little project I thought. I mean, this is way out of my comfort zone. I'm not really a big talker, ask any of my friends. Usually just quiet, reserved to myself. So this is a way for me to kind of step out and get uncomfortable. Hopefully become a better person by doing it. Yep. That's kind of what it's about for me. So, but also being able to share, different things that I'm doing and hopefully help somebody out there that has never done it before. I think it got up to 25 today. It's pretty chilly out here in the garage. Also going to do some reviews. You spend your hard-earned money on stuff, you want to know that you're buying a good product. What better way than to watch somebody else spend the money and give a review on it? That's kind of another thing I'd really like to do with this channel. So how-tos to reviews, that's kind of the shtick. That's one thing I haven't looked at is a fuel filter. Oh, looks pretty good. We're not even gonna mess with that. That's one thing though, these little, Amazon special kits that you buy. I mean, $9. Spark plug, fuel filter, air filter, bar nuts. It's hard to beat that. But I've been doing between editing and providing video for YouTube since probably 2010. 2009, 2010, somewhere in there. Yep. Mostly in the hunting realm. Yep. Which I'll bring a little bit of that to this channel. It's not really something I'm, as passionate about sharing anymore. Yeah. You might see some things here and there. But, I mean, hundreds of thousands of views on other people's channels that don't do anything for me, So I just decided to step out on a limb and do it for myself. And I'm happy that I did. I mean, over 26,000 views in 28 days, just on some shorts and just getting started on some videos. Super thankful for that. Welcome if you're coming in live. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. So yeah, lots of projects coming. The winter time, obviously, that's kind of why I'm doing the whole toolbox talk thing. It's hard to do stuff outside. And my cars don't go outside unless it's really nice. So space is a premium around here. Yep. Maybe next year Santa Claus will bring me a pole barn. What's up, Gary? Thanks for being here. This is just a little Husky 350. It's actually one of my favorite saws. It's just a little homeowner saw, but power to weight, I mean, it's awesome. Awesome saw. But today was the first day that I cut firewood for myself, and it needed a little bit of love, tune up. I need to get it all cleaned up. It's disgusting. I usually do not let my saws get to this point, but back in my wife's pasture area for her goats, we did some tree removal and ended up cutting more dirt than wood, it looks like. Yep. But I'm all about the snowblower, Gary, so just let me know. No problem. No problem at all. You guys hear me okay? Just want to make sure the audio's all right. I'm using my phone tonight. I do have a GoPro that I'd like to use, but the microphone's coming for it. And then I can actually wear it instead of this camera being stationary. Cool. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here, thank everybody for all the support in the last month. Again, 26,000 views, 156 hours. I think that's pretty good. And 54 new subscribers. So channel's growing a lot faster than I anticipated. I figured this would be, 5-6 years to get to this point. No joke. But yep. But Gary, I do appreciate you. For everybody that's watching or going to watch this later on, Gary is the owner of the small block Chevy that I just recently completed. Pretty cool deal. Very nice engine. Very nice. So if anybody out there in YouTube land has a small block Ford, I really want to do a small block Ford next. I've done the Chevys, small blocks, big blocks. I've done a Mopar, Gen 3 Hemi, and I'd really like to do a small block Ford. I've got some things oiling wise and some kind of hidden horsepower stuff I'd really like to get going here soon. Just need the right candidate. With my project cars being Chevys, I'm not going to go out and buy a Ford block unless, it's just a sell. But, I mean, it's hard because you build, even if you document everything like I am now, should have started documenting this stuff a long time ago. I mean, the amount of content that I've just wasted, kind of unbelievable. But even if you build an engine and you can show what's in it, what it's all about, I mean, even then, guys are reluctant to buy engines that somebody built. And I don't blame them. I would be too. But, it's also, I don't know. I think it's nice being able to see like a build sheet, blueprinted, quote unquote, and also video of your exact engine, knowing that, it was put together right, knowing that the parts are what, the seller says. So it can be done, and I might do it. But I'd like to build a Ford for someone that already has it. That would be cool. Yeah. It's hard to go out on a limb and just invest, $5,000-6,000 into an engine that you hope to sell. Yeah, that's true. I'm building a 383 stroker. I've changed my mind on my small block for my El Camino probably 30 times. And it'll probably change 30 times before I build it. Yep. But currently, I'm looking at rotating assemblies, 383 stroker. Yep. And it is not cheap. But I've watched some YouTube videos, and I think I can machine the block myself for, clearancing for the rods. I think I can do it. Because that alone at the machine shop's $400. Plus, it's going to have to be bored. It's going to have to be decked. I'm going to zero deck it. Gary, yours was actually 17 thou in the hole. So that's why we ran that thin head gasket. Get the quench just right. But I'm going to zero deck it. I'm going to run, probably the same Cometic head gaskets. Of course, all the most expensive stuff, right? But lots of projects coming. I mean, money's the limit, really. I mean, in time. But that's what winter time's for, and that's why I'm doing this now. As long as my wife will put up with it. So again, for you guys coming in now, I just wanted to get on here and say thank you. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for helping me get to the criteria to go live. I'd like to do this if everybody's into it, maybe twice a week. We'll see. Probably start off just doing once a week. Yeah, no doubt. You have to use quality parts. I mean, you have to. It sucks spending the money, but in the long run, you can jump in that thing, head to Tennessee. Don't look back until you're called back, But I also want to build like a flagship engine for my business. So I want to be able to go to car shows, show it off, maybe do some burnout contests, help, generate business, if you will. I'd like to do that. Maybe build something that, if somebody's on the fence and they don't know what they want to do quite yet, they can jump in the car, We can go for, go for a cruise. Then maybe that'll help them decide. I've worked in the motorcycle industry since I graduated high school. And when they say there's no replacement for displacement, yep, I agree with that. So that's kind of the idea behind the 383 stroker. On the street, torque is king, and I'm not real crazy on spinning 8,000 RPM, at least not with the El Camino. So I think it'll run really good. I'm gonna have to do a lot of frame work for sure. Yeah, a lot of chassis work to handle that. It's just like with anything else. You got to do this, and then, well, because you did this, you got to do that. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that with the Elco. That would be cool. That'd be cool. Did you get your engine bay all washed up before it got cold, Gary? I think you said you needed to do some cleaning or cleaning maybe and painting before you put the engine in. I mean, in the Midwest, it just got cold here real quick. We went from 70-degree days to, lows in the teens and highs in the 30s. Yep. Oh, what a week. I worked on Monday and Tuesday, and then I've been off since Wednesday. Back to the grind tomorrow. Okay, so you still have some painting to do. That's cool. I don't know, as far as spray bomb and stuff, I don't know what temperature you could go down to actually get that painted nice. I don't really know. I know I've painted in some, well, it's hard telling because when I've painted in the wintertime, I've been in the garage and I heat it for that, so, I mean, still probably 40s. It's probably 40 degrees out here right now. A little chilly. Cut some beautiful cherry firewood today. Yep, good. I can't remember, Gary, you said you were doing like OEM rubber engine mounts, right? I don't think you were going to solid mount it. No need. Yep. Yeah, we got into some good cherry. Yes, on the rubber mounts. Cool. I think of all the firewoods that you could burn, or all the woods that you could burn for firewood, cherry's my favorite. Smells so good. Burns so good. I mean, the good stuff that's at least, 12 inches in diameter, busted up 2-3 times. It's good stuff. I also found some old elm, real old elm today. There's a round of elm in the fire right now. I wrote down some notes and my wife added to them. It's funny. So yeah, if you guys weren't here at the beginning, if you would, go follow my wife's page. Cute goat videos. She's a professional baker, so she does put some stuff on there. Yeah, my fire's blazing too, buddy. My little wood burning stove is down in my basement. It's not plumbed in, it's just radiant heat, but what a difference it makes. I actually ran out of firewood. It's like a cardinal sin. I can't believe I did that. But I've just been so busy with other things. I ran out, and last night I was froze. I couldn't get warm. It's just not the same without a fire. And we have fuel oil heat, so it does real well too. Yeah. So yeah, we got a small block Chevy for myself coming to the channel. I'm going to do a 383 stroker, I think, on that. So like I said, I am going to have to clearance the block. I'd like to do a video on that. I'm not going to take away from the playlist I have going on Gary's small block. I think it's doing really well. But I'd like to add some videos for additional oiling. It's going to be more of a high performance build. So I'd like to incorporate some of the more quote unquote race style videos and just add to, the playlist. When you do it yourself, I think that firewood is a very cheap source of heat in the Midwest here. But, man, you burn wood for 4 months straight, burning, especially for a retired guy staying home. If you're not cutting it yourself, excuse me. If you're not cutting it yourself, it can get pretty pricey. I've seen firewood cord prices up at $350 a cord. It is a lot of work, and it's hard on your body. Again, that's kind of forced me to do this, what I'm doing right now. I mean, normally I'm so exhausted at the end of the day, I don't have time for anything. Eat dinner, spend a little family time, and go to bed. But again, I just wanted to thank everybody. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And I'm thankful for everyone's subscription, the likes that you put on the videos. I appreciate that. I'll probably go an hour on this one. So about another 10 minutes. It's getting kind of chilly out here, so. But yeah, so lots of things coming. I do want to incorporate some home renovation style stuff. Like I said, I'm getting ready to do a living room. I'm actually going to split my living room, put up a wall. I'm going to do my first ever pocket door. So I'm excited about that. I don't want to have, I thought about doing like the sliding barn doors that you see a lot, but I don't want to take up the wall space. It's going to be a short wall anyway. So in order to hang stuff on it, right, the door has to go inside the wall. So I'm excited about that. It's really expensive. I think the last time I priced the track units that you actually mount inside the wall, I think it was like $250, and that doesn't include the door. So yeah, some DIY, home renovation project stuff coming. Eventually, we'll get my high performance small block Chevy built. Yeah, some day in the life stuff. Firewood stuff obviously coming. I filmed today. So put out a video probably later this week. Yeah. I've got a small block Chevy video coming probably tomorrow night. Maybe Tuesday. Just depends on how long I work tomorrow. I'm probably going to do a video on this little 350 tune-up. I sold my big saw. I had a bigger professional series saw, and since I hurt my back the way I have, I went ahead and sold that. So now I just have my two little homeowner saws. But I tell you, today I missed it for sure. Even though this thing rips, I mean, it really does. Runs really good. I mean, it has surprised everybody that's grabbed a hold of it. But I'd really like to get a 572 Husky. That's what I'd like to get for the bigger stuff. Yeah. Little steel MS 170 that you see in the back there. That's been a great little saw. Good trimming saw. So yeah, we'll do some reviews on some saws. I'm going to try different platforms for my lives. I think I'm going to do the StreamYard live so I can engage in the comments a little better. Yeah. Just trying to learn. This technology stuff it's not my strong suit. Not at all. And even doing this, like I said, is kind of out of my comfort zone. But I watch so many different videos, or I listen to them all day long in my bulldozer. Well, not all day, but a lot of hours. A lot of podcasts and stuff. It's like, heck, might as well try it. So here we are. Maybe the next live, I'll actually be able to work on something and have the GoPro set up like I want. Just do the first person stuff like I did on the other videos, but I can't really, I have a stationary mount with my phone right now and I can't really work like this. So I know Gary's project. What are the rest of you guys doing? Other than licking your wounds, if you're an Ohio State football fan. I used to get so worked up about that stuff. I don't anymore. Seems like nowadays, or I guess it's probably just because I'm getting older, but it seems like the guys that freak out about football and, watching sports or racing or whatever, they never really did it themselves. So they're like, armchair quarterbacking it. Just, I don't know. I guess I'm getting old and grumpy, but it just annoys me. I do enjoy football, though. I do. I just haven't had the time to really watch it this year. Gary, get with me tomorrow if you're still on here. I mean, heck, you don't even have to get with me, I guess. Just drop off tomorrow if you can even get it loaded up. If you cannot get the snowblower loaded on your own, let me know, and my son will be here next weekend, this coming weekend, so I can come and get it. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the channel, express my gratitude to everybody for, subscribing and participating, hitting the like button, all those things. I know it gets annoying listening to everybody talk about that. I hate it myself, but it really does help the algorithm, and it helps to meet the criteria for different things. So, okay, Gary, no problem. You can always just dump it off right next to my garage. I'll get it brought in as soon as I get home. So whatever works for you. And just so you know, I don't charge, to do an estimate. So drop it off, I'll look it over, I'll tell you each and everything that it does need or will need soon. And we'll go from there. Well, guys, I've been on here for about an hour. I wanted to start it early just to make sure that the camera and the phone was working right. So, again, thank you so much for being here, for subscribing. Everybody that's going to watch this later on, again, thank you so much. I try to end every video expressing how thankful I am. So, and that's because I am. I'm thankful. There's a lot of people making content, and to get someone's time, let alone the amount of time per clicks that I've received is really cool. So thank you guys so much. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm probably going to do one live per week, at least for a couple weeks here. Just see how it goes. If people request it more, we'll do more. But this is probably going to be a once a week thing. And I haven't decided on a day. But Sunday nights, I mean, let's face it, girls have shows that we want to watch. So probably going to be like a Monday night thing. But we'll see. We'll talk about it. Thank you guys so much. God bless. And remember, if Doug can do it, you can do it. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks.